Tiger Woods has found true love again for the sixth time in the same life. He made it official that he is dating Vanessa Trump. This is the same Vanessa Trump, who is 46-year-old former model, mother of 5, and the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. Over that, Tiger even asked for privacy. Which is funny considering his relationship history. I don't think this man should be allowed to date anyone without adult supervision. But anyway, let's rewind through Tiger's Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame dating history and use science to predict how this one will end. Tiger and Vanessa reportedly met through junior golf tournaments. Because of course they did. Their kids were out there competing, swinging clubs, and meanwhile, their parents were teeing up a relationship of their own. If nothing else, this proves Tiger really does find everything on the golf course, trophies, scandals, and now a potential wife. Rumors had already started around Thanksgiving 2024. They were spotted together, looking a little too cozy for two people just supporting their kids. And now, March 2025, it's official. They went public, smiling for cameras, radiating, "We're totally in love" energy with only 2 pictures, and people have already started placing bets on it. Will Tiger ghost her, or will he break his own world record for most relationship scandals in one lifetime? The man is unpredictable on the course, but off the course can't say the same about him. Let's just say Vanessa might want to keep his phone on Do Not Disturb. Why? Well, before Tiger Woods became Tiger Woods, the most dominant golfer on the planet, and the walking scandal magnet, he was just a shy, golf-obsessed teenager. And before all the drama, before the fame, before the world even knew his name, there was Dina Parr, his first love. Back in high school, Tiger was only trying to balance school, golf, and a relationship, and honestly, this might have been the most normal romance he ever had. Dina was the girl who saw the human side of Tiger before the world turned him into a machine. According to her, he was shy, nerdy, and laser-focused on golf, which, let's be real, sounds exactly like young Tiger. For about 3 years, he and Dina made it work. He was sweet, caring, and very private about their relationship. Almost too private. Even as a teenager, he wasn't big on emotions, and Dina later admitted that he kept a lot bottled up, a habit that would stick with him for life. But even still, Tiger and Dina were each other's escape. While most teenage couples were worried about prom or curfews, Tiger was dealing with the relentless pressure of being a golf prodigy. His home life wasn't exactly laid back. His dad, Earl, was strict, demanding, and obsessed with Tiger's future in golf. His mom, Kultida, was even tougher, running the household with military-level discipline. It was a lot for a teenager to handle. Dina's house became his safe haven. Whenever things got tense at home, he'd crash at her place, soaking in the warmth of a normal, loving family. Dina's parents adored him, and for a while, he got to experience life outside of the suffocating expectations at home. But as much as Dina's family welcomed him, Tiger was always torn between what he wanted, and in the end, duty won over love. Tiger's parents weren't feeling this relationship at all. They had a vision for their son, golf, greatness, and 0 distractions. A girlfriend was not part of the plan, so in their eyes it had to end, and it did, but in the most brutal way. Tiger dumped her in a letter, saying he had to focus on his future and couldn't keep the relationship. Dina was obviously devastated, and years later, she admitted she felt like she had been completely erased from his life once he got famous. Now, why does this matter? Because even back then, Tiger was showing the same patterns that would define his love life for decades. Career over love, golf over emotions, parental control over personal decisions. This was the first sign of his emotional detachment, his struggle with deep relationships, and his habit of cutting women off the second they didn't fit into his game plan. With a brutal breakup letter came a one-way ticket to golf greatness. Fast forward a few years, and our guy is now the Tiger Woods we know. And with that fame came money, power, and, well, temptations. And that started with Elin Nordegren, the woman who would take Tiger from happily married to the most infamous cheating scandal in sports history. I think you should buckle up, because this one is a car crash. Literally. Now, you'd think if you were one of the most famous athletes in the world, you'd have 0 trouble finding love. But apparently, Tiger needed a little help from a Swedish golfer. Back in 2001, he was introduced to Elin by Jesper Parnevik, while she was working as a nanny for Jesper's kids. Jesper, bless his heart, thought he was setting her up with a nice, respectable guy. At first, it was all fairy tale level romance. Tiger pursued her hard, and by 2003, he was down on one knee. For a while, it looked like Tiger had it all: a stunning wife, two adorable kids, Sam and Charlie, and a reputation as the perfect family man. Golf's golden boy, living the dream, even James Bond would be jealous of him. But behind the scenes, Tiger was playing an entirely different sport. One night on Thanksgiving 2009, Elin finds a suspicious text on Tiger's phone, and naturally she asks him about it. Tiger, being the strategic genius that he is, goes with the classic, "Oh babe, someone stole my phone and sent that message." Right, because that always works. What followed was a meltdown for the ages. At 2:30 a.m., Tiger is behind the wheel of his Escalade when he crashes into a fire hydrant and a tree right outside their Florida mansion. And why was he in such a rush? Because Elin, furious, betrayed and armed with a golf club, was coming for him. If there was ever a real-life moment where someone saw red, it was this one. At this point, you're probably thinking, okay, Tiger messed up, got caught, paid the price. That's the whole story, right? Oh no, we're just getting started. Because what happened next wasn't just one scandal, it was a Hall of Fame level implosion. I mean, we're talking double-digit affairs, leaked voicemails, shady Vegas hookups, and more side pieces than a Thanksgiving dinner. This was Tiger's Hall of Mistresses era, and trust me, he was setting records no athlete wants. Let's start with the first domino to fall, Rachel Uchitel. Now, if Tiger had just stuck to golf, Rachel would have just been another VIP hostess at fancy clubs. But nope. They had a full-blown affair, and she was ready to deny everything, until of course the text messages leaked. Tiger, ever the smooth talker, was out here dropping classic lines like, "You were the only one." Yeah, buddy, so were the other dozen women. Next up, there's Jaime Grubbs, cocktail waitress and proud owner of receipts. She had voicemails, actual recordings of Tiger begging her to delete messages. "Hey, it's Tiger. My wife went through my phone. Can you do me a huge favor and erase all your messages?" Bruh, you might be a golf legend, but you suck at damage control. Then there was Jocelyn James. She was an adult film star, and according to her, they had a deep emotional connection. Which, sure, I guess that's what they're calling it these days. Holly Sampson was another adult film star who admitted to a one-night stand with Tiger. By now, you're probably wondering, okay, how many women are we talking about here? Oh, just a modest dozen. At least 13 different women came forward, claiming to have had affairs with Tiger during his marriage. 13. That's enough for a golf tournament. The fallout was obviously brutal. Suddenly, everyone's grandma knew about Tiger's extracurricular activities. Sponsors like Accenture, AT&T, Gatorade ended his connection with him, deciding Tiger wasn't the high-performance image they wanted. In late December 2009, Tiger checked himself into rehab for sex addiction, but the biggest of all was the divorce settlement. Elin walked away with a reported $100 million settlement. Not exactly pocket change, but considering the public humiliation, some might argue she earned every penny. After this complete disaster, you'd think he'd lay low for a while. But nope. After barely 2 years, he was with Lindsey Vonn, the Olympic ski champion, in fact the Tiger Woods of skiing. This woman finally made people say, okay, this one actually makes sense. They met in 2012 at a charity event, and by 2013, they were officially an item. And let me tell you, this was the PR-approved clean image relationship Tiger desperately needed. Two elite athletes, both comeback stories, both with insane training regimens and a ridiculous number of trophies. For a while, it actually looked like Tiger had finally figured it out. No cheating rumors, no weird voicemails, no late-night car crashes, just a couple of ultra-competitive people training, traveling, and occasionally posting cute Instagram photos. But let's be honest, you and I both knew this wasn't built to last. By May 2015, they called it quits, citing busy schedules. Look, when normal people break up, they say it's because they grew apart or needed different things, but when two multimillionaire athletes split, busy schedules is the go-to excuse. And to be fair, it's probably true. Tiger was trying to claw his way back to golf dominance, and Lindsey had a whole Olympic legacy to maintain. Something had to give, and in this case, it was their relationship. Just when we thought Tiger had turned over a new leaf, he swiped right back into drama, this time with Kristin Smith, the personal stylist who walked straight into the post-scandal version of Tiger Woods. This was 2015. The world had mostly moved on from his cheating fallout, he was slowly rebuilding his golf career, and he was, at least on the surface, trying to keep his personal life low-key. This is Tiger Woods we're talking about. Low-key? Not happening. For a while they were seen at events, looking happy, and it almost felt like Tiger had figured out how to be in a functional, non-chaotic relationship. But then, yeah, you know what's coming. Kristin allegedly found proof of Tiger cheating on his phone. And let's just say she did not take it well. Imagine you're dating one of the most famous and formerly most scandalous athletes in the world, and then you find receipts that he's up to his old tricks again. That's not great, right? So she did what any broken girlfriend would do. Instead of just walking away, Kristin reportedly tried to sell their story to the media. Now, Tiger had learned a thing or two since his 2009 disaster, so what did he do? He allegedly threw money at the problem and had her sign an NDA. And because we all know of it now, so obviously it didn't work. Kristin wasn't exactly thrilled about being silenced, and there were whispers of legal battles and tension behind the scenes. The relationship fizzled out by 2017, proving once again that when Tiger Woods' love life seems stable, it's only a matter of time before the wheels fall off. At this point, you'd think Tiger would take a break, maybe do some soul-searching, maybe, I don't know, stay single for a while. Right after things with Kristin Smith exploded into NDA drama, Tiger decided his next move was dating someone from his own payroll. Herman was just a restaurant manager who somehow lasted 6 whole years with Tiger Woods. Given his track record, that's basically a lifetime. Erica worked at the Woods Jupiter, Tiger's Florida restaurant, and somewhere between seating guests and handling reservations, she ended up dating the boss. She stuck by him through multiple back surgeries, career comebacks, and that brutal 2021 car accident that nearly ended his golf career for good. She was his first serious, long-term relationship after the Hall of Mistresses era. But then their relationship burned, not just emotionally, but legally as well. Tiger had allegedly tricked Erica into packing a suitcase for a short trip, got her out of the house, and then locked her out. As in, changed the locks, cut her off, and told her to find somewhere else to live. Imagine dating someone for 6 years, thinking you're solid, and then getting hit with surprise. You don't live here anymore. Naturally, Erica did not take this well. She sued him for $30 million, claiming that Tiger had promised her she could live in the house for years to come. And then, because this breakup needed even more drama, she also tried to legally break her NDA, citing harassment claims. So yeah, it turns out even when Tiger isn't cheating, his relationships still end in disaster. So, after 6 major relationships, multiple scandals, and enough legal drama to keep TMZ in business for another decade, here we are. Tiger Woods and Vanessa Trump. The crossover event we didn't see coming, but probably should have. If Vegas had to set the odds, they'd probably put it at 3-1 against. And let's be honest, given Tiger's track record, those are generous. Relationships have never been his strong suit. Golf? Yes. Winning majors? Absolutely. Faithfulness and long-term commitment? Best case scenario is Tiger and Vanessa shock us all. They make it work and prove the doubters wrong. Most likely scenario is all of it crashes and burns in spectacular fashion. But hey, don't take my word for it. What do you think? Is Tiger finally about to win at love? Or is this just another short tournament before he moves on to the next course?